Second chapter, Art and Icons. First life, I see you. Music. Music is my drug, but what's my addiction? You're my dealer, my gorgeous angels, with voices only angels can have. Sirens, not deaf, not tied. Conan O'Brien. In one of his broadcasts, or probably the shows, he conversed with a guest, probably from Europe. He talked about that the celebrities are the same for the USA as what the royals are for Europe. I think both are boring. Interestingly seem to me already the icons, the American icons to be. Music. Sometimes a stanza is enough, sometimes a verse is enough, sometimes a word is enough, sometimes not even a word is necessary. Girl with guitar. Girl with long hair and guitar. What a YouTube topos. But honestly, from time to time I love to hear them. Riley Biederer, Alyssa Bernal, Andy, and of course Jess Greenberg. You have very nice voices. More beautiful than the original singers? Absolutely, but you sing the songs only. This is not meant offensive, but the artistic act in itself is certainly the writing of the songs and the composition of the music. But who says that? One that struggles to bring off something at least once. Be proud of your singing and the many enthusiastic listeners that you have, myself included. Elvis. What if they would still be alive today? Morrison, Joplin, Moon, Hendrix. Would they be fat, old and a cartoon of its own today? Would they have played in a glitter dress also? And if? Everything would be better than dying young. Anyone who claims something else is an idiot and hypocrite. At least I would have been happy if you would have been able to keep going on. Hide. I cannot remember as a child ever to have played hide and seek. Günter Grass. Do I have to write something about Günter Grass? No, why? Everyday people are dying, many because we look at the other way. Nice that we all were so affected on May the 8th, have thought of all the bad things happened at that time, have committed by our ancestors. It's really simpler than to think about the things that now just happened at this moment. Dix. The War, triptych, cartoon. I stand in front of it, weep shattered, but no one sees it. Cannot start to cry in an exhibition. Cry inside of me. No one sees it. Why? Interpretations. You and me, we see the world through such different eyes. But nevertheless, I have the feeling of being so close to you like no other people. Artwork. What a beautiful idea that every human being would create at least one work of art in his life. Would become an artist, would become a god. What a beautiful thought that a work of art of every human being would be issued in a gallery of the people. What a beautiful place this would be. True deception. Art is deception, so banal. Life is art. Life is deception, even more banal. Norma. I hate you in your white dress, how ridiculous you are in it, how beautiful you are. It's a shame. It's a shame that we waste our lives, are forced to waste it, forcing ourselves to waste it. What if we exploit our full potential, not to become the Übermensch, not to become a ridiculous bastard of man, an absolute perversion of humanity? What if we are all artists, would realize that we are all artists? What if we use all of our creative potential, would build, would create, to be creators, there we become gods? What if we realize that we are all gods in the creativity, in the creative ability, the creative act? The gamba player. How beautiful you are in your splendid red robe, in this enormous skirt. You have legs apart, although one can see the tips of your shoes only, a truly immense amount of fabric. This was always so, or was this garment specially cut? And even the instrument is on the fabric. The instrument, how big, almost sweeping it is. Even it seems to be a little taller than you, and a really huge bow. And your attitude which results from it. The one hand, the elegant fingers on the fretboard, the other equally elegant with the bow. But most fascinating appears to me, like you hold the bow. I know that one kept him in this manner in your time, but it looks amazingly, and yet so elegant, but somehow unnatural. Completely I wonder how one could play the instrument in this fashion. Like a lady on horseback in a woman's seat, so indescribably elegant on the one hand, but on the other hand yet so absurd, so unnatural. But surely this question did not arise in your time, or? I look at you, your instrument, how elegant everything is, and then I wish that you would start to move, to play, and tones would arise. I close my eyes and listen to you, what a beautiful instrument the gamba still is. I love her gorgeous sound, much more than the one of her successors. A pity that one can hear you so rarely. I would love to see you much more often. I take a deep breath, and tears fall quietly, and I'm not sure why. Is it your grace, your elegance, your beauty? The many people who live in misery while you playing this wonderful music with your instrument? Art. To speak about art means nothing more than to speak about oneself. Authentic. What does this mean for the arts? Wise Elizabeth Grant asked, why do she have to answer that she writes her own songs, that she have made her videos so far by herself, that her songs are autobiographical, that she sings her work is authentic? Suppose a young woman is bored in her small town. She travels with her parents to Miami to go on summer vacation. There she sees the Latino gangs and their girls. In the evening she races with her younger sister of the bad boys, cocaine and tattoos that she does not understand. Later she makes a song about it. How more authentic it should be. Does she has to buy a kilo of cocaine now? Does she has to ride with bad boys on black motorcycles on the highway now? Does she has to stand constantly before suicide now? How authentic is or was Bob Dylan? How authentic is or was Salvador Dali? How authentic is or was Chet Baker when he sings and plays My Funny Valentine in the late years, marked by the years before? And how authentic this was as he did it as a young, sensational, handsome jazz musician. How authentic is or was Sylvia Plath? Or was it just conductive that she committed suicide at the age of 32? Would she not be as authentic when she could have opted for life? It would have made me happy. Fuck all authentic. All the idiots that shout for the authentic, look at your life, how authentic it is. Should I talk about the war on the street now? Is it her authentic life to wait on the street until John stops to feel something authentic when he fucks her unpaid? The one to whom one's own life is not authentic enough should not look for the missing in others. The authentic of the war is not to be a war, maybe a mother, wife, maybe a person with desires, wishes and hopes, maybe broken, maybe disillusioned, desperate, but maybe even happy and satisfied. But whatever, if you stop on the road and ask the war how much she costs, you will never experience something authentic. Thank you for listening.